If you are already a real estate investor, or maybe you are about to step into the game, or you are still thinking about it, wait, this video is for you. I'm going to give you detailed explanation about real estate investments, how to make smart investments in real estate, and different types of real estate investments you can try for optimum return on your investment. If you are a first timer in this channel, this is 5 Real Estate Consult, and we specialize in providing real estate investment content for a proper understanding of property markets and to give you adequate information needed for you to make an informed decision that can help you in the real estate business. That is why you need to subscribe for update and notification anytime we post new video. Thank you for doing that. According to some studies, it was realized that most of the new real estate investors are making the mistake of buying land in either an inappropriate location or in a location with no future developmental potential. And most of these investors are also falling to the victims of land grabbers and all that. So my candid advice to you as an incoming or current real estate investor is that please try as much as possible to avoid all these kind of mistakes. And one of the ways I think you can avoid this kind of mistake is by asking yourself some reasonable questions as at the commencement of the investment. Questions like, why do I want to invest in this landed property? Is the property located in my preferred location? Is the property in good condition? Is the price of the property fair enough? And for what purposes do I want to invest in this property? So these are some questions I think you need to ask yourself and find reasonable answers to those questions before making any investment decision. And even apart from that, the answer you gather from those questions will still give you detailed explanation about how your return on investment will be, maybe in form of income flow or capital gain. Anytime someone mentions about real estate investment, you always think like, oh, you need to have a lot of money before you can invest in real estate, which is not always the case in most of the cases. Real estate investment is not just about buying hectares of land or maybe a set of building for investment purposes alone. Even if you have just one plot of land and you bought it at 50k, you are also a real estate investor. So you can see that you can invest in real estate with little amount of money. So don't let anyone to pressurize you. And make sure you take note of this thing. If actually you want to buy landed property, maybe ordinary land or building, and you want to make quick return from your investment, it is very, very important to buy that property at the price below the present market value. And you can do this thing by targeting distressed sale properties or for sale properties. For a practical example, the property owner or the owner of the property might need money for some emergency stuff, like maybe he wants to travel out of the country and he has no option than to sell his property. So the price will actually be lesser than the actual value of the land or property because he needs money urgently. So that means, as at the point of purchase, you as a buyer of such property, you're already making a profit. Let me give you an example of a transaction I personally witnessed. The actual market value of that land was 10 million naira, but because the guy needed money urgently at that time, so he agreed to sell the land for 7 million naira, so which is 3 million naira lesser than the actual value of the land. So, as at the point of purchase, the buyer already made a profit of 3 million naira. With this strategy, it will help you to make high rate of return either in the short run or in the long run of your investment. Let's talk about different types of real estate investments. Let me start with the most popular real estate investment, which is residential real estate. Actually, I don't advise people to build residential property for the purpose of yearly tenancy because the payback period for your capital can take up to 20 to 40 years before you start making profit. That is even if the tenants are paying rent regularly, which I cannot guarantee as far as Nigeria is concerned. And apart from that, you still need to set aside some huge amount of money to take care of property in terms of maintenance and some other outgoings. So if you are to build residential property for quick return on your investment, consider short-let apartments, vacation rental, and some other high-paying opportunities available for residential properties. And you also need to know that the rate of return on residential property depends on some factors like location, proximity to amenities, condition of the property, either good or bad condition, road accessibility, level of demand, types of finishes, and some other factors. Another type is commercial real estate. I consider this type of real estate investment as one of the most best profitable real estate investment for the real estate investor so far because it is used mainly for business purposes and it can be in form of office building, retail shops, warehouse, complex, and some other business purposes properties. Though before you can invest in a profitable commercial real estate, the land to be used must be located in a strategic location like a central business district of the city or maybe beside major road of the town. That is why commercial property has higher ROI than residential property in most of the cases. And as the owner of the commercial property, you don't necessarily need to carry out much maintenance work on the property because the tenant will take care of that in form of capital improvement or premium. Don't go, I will explain. I have evidence. So, for example, if you rent a shop as a business person and the roof of the shop is now leaking, in most of the cases, you will have done it before you even inform the landlord so that your goods will not spoil. So, those little maintenance you are doing to keep the property in good condition, that's the example of capital improvement. Another section of real estate investment is land banking. As a real estate investor, one of the fastest ways to generate ROI is when you buy land in appropriate location or in a location with high future developmental potential. And it can even be in rural area or urban area. Then wait for some time to appreciate the value and sell it at a higher price. But if you want your return within a short period of time, I will advise you to consider urban land because urban land appreciates in value faster than rural land. So rural land is so much cheaper compared to urban land because the amount of money you can use to buy a plot of land in urban land can sometimes buy 100 plots in rural area, even more than that, if possible. Another lucrative phase of investing in real estate is investing through real estate investment trust. In fact, this is suitable investment for everyone, irrespective of your income, because you don't need to own any physical property. All you need to do is invest in real estate ownership by subscribing to real estate company shares, and your return is through dividend, just like the shareholders. In Nigeria, for example, you can purchase real estate investment trust shares after successful registration through any reasonable organization that offer shares of real estate investment trust. We still have other types of real estate investment, such as agricultural real estate investment, recreational real estate investment, and some others. If you want an explanation of any types of real estate investment, type it in the comment section and I will be there with you. Like and share this video if you found it useful and interesting. Thanks for doing that. I am Adebisi Ahmed, known as 5G. See you in my next video. Thanks for your time. If you want an explanation of any types of real estate investment, type it in the comment section. In my next video, I will give you more insight on how to determine rent for any apartment like a professional. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Like and share this video if you found it useful and interesting. Thank you.